Hello everyone, I am Akash Avade and today date is 16 March 2022 and today video topic is array list in Java. So let's start with this. In Java, collection is an important topic in Java as per the theoretical or practical. In collections, under the collection comes the comes the list, set, and maps are the three important part of the collections. Out of this, today we discuss the list. In the list, we can in a list is an interface. List is an interface which is available in a java.util package. And in a list, we can add the collection of elements and duplicate elements are the allowed. List is an order means if you add the elements in a some manner, then when you return the element, it gives the same order or same manner. In a list, there are three sub-concrete classes. Means list is the interface, but it can be implemented by the classes. That these three classes are the array list, linked list, and vector. So in this out of three, today we discuss about the array list. So as the name suggests, array list, there is a difference. There is an array and array list are the both are different and both are unique. So let's discuss array list. Array list is a dynamic storage of a array. In an array list, we can add the elements in a multiple. When there is a no limit, which of the elements can be added. Array is an index based. Array list is index based means using index we can use the get the elements. Means it is a random. Using index we can get the random elements. In an array list, duplicates are allowed, and all methods are not synchronized in the array list. The array list. In an array list, insertion order is a manage. Array list insertion order is manage. An array is a dynamic storage of elements. Means if you in an array list, there is no size limitations. It is an automatically provable using the syntax of a code in an array list. An array list it is slower means because of the if you have thousands of elements and out of thousand if you remove the 51 element then you will have lots of shifting doing. That's why it's a time consuming. That's why array list is slower than the linked list and array. In an array list, there are some predefined methods like contains, get, index of, ends with, add method. Using add method in an array list, we can add the elements by using the add methods. Means in an add method we pass the some parameter. Then means suppose we have passed the integer 10 in array list, then it can be added at some position that is a zero index in the array list. In an array, we can get the elements by using the index that is suppose your array name is a, then we can get the element by using a of I. But in case of array list, we can get the element by using the get I. This is a method for the array list. In an array list also contains the get method, set method. Set method is used for the set, and whereas the add method is used for replace. There is a difference between set and add. Means set is used to set the values at a particular index, whereas add method is the replace the values using that index. This is the difference between add and add method. Index of is the method which gives the index. Index means which is the index which the element will be stored or will the start the element. That is the index of this particular elements were stored. It can be used by index. In an array, you can use the for total length. That is a dot length. That is a length function or length method can be used for the array size. But in case of a array list, we uses the size of method. In a size of method. In an array list is a collection of objects. If collection of objects, it can be stored in a array list. Means when you create the array list, it can store any type of elements. But when you create the array list, we have to mention which type of list. That is a syntax is a array list in brackets integer a list name. Suppose list is equal to new array list. That is the syntax of creating array list. Means we have to mention the which type of a method, which type of data will be stored. And array list can store the objects. Means if you have object S1, S2, then it is a collection. Array list is a collection of S1 and S2. So let's we discuss the difference between array and array list. Then you have to question why use the array or array list instead of array. That is the in array there is a limited number. Means you if once specified the array size, it cannot be changed or it cannot be changeable. But in array list we can add the we can increase the size as per the your own opinion. Means suppose we have the element 10s, but you have to add elements 11, 12, 13. Then it can be size is growable. But array size is the fixed and it is not. It is a major difference. It is an important difference between the this. And next is an array. An array is a static storage. Means fixer. Where is an array list is an dynamic. In an array, we can array is faster than array list. Because in an array you can get the elements using the iteration for iteration or iteration. But it can use in an array list we have the list data. And array list is a collection of elements. Means only a same type of elements. Means new integer, character, string, all of this. But here is the array list is a collection of objects are stored in an array list. Is the difference between these two. In an array, there are not any predefined methods, but in case of array list, there are multiple predefined methods. In an array list, it can be used for the first use of first or huge amount of data for storage. But in an array, you can store the limited. That's all about the array and array list. Thank you.